Hello and welcome to Devotion to Writing, a channel devoted to helping you cultivate a daily writing practice and realize you are creative abundance. So I'm always on the lookout for some advice or tips or quotes from other writers and other artists, other people to hopefully inspire you to cultivate your writing practice. And I came upon this quote from Teresa of Ávila today, and I wanted to share it with you. And the quote is, "The whole way to heaven is heaven itself." And if I could then extend this analogy, which I'm going to take the poetic liberty of doing, I'm going to substitute heaven for writing and say that the whole way of writing is writing itself. And what do I mean by this? I mean that our idea of what it is to be a writer, of what it is to be writing or creating, we have this, say, pinnacle, perhaps, that we have in mind, like heaven, something that we want to attain, some idyllic vision. But the path to that place is itself the heaven, or is itself the path to our ideal of writing is in the dailiness of it. It's the way of writing. So the way of heaven is heaven itself. The way of writing is writing itself. There's nothing fancy about it. We don't have to get carried away with this. In fact, we can't get carried away with it, that we get to the writing we desire. We achieve what we desire in the writing by doing. It's to be found right now in the dailiness of it, in the doing, in the day-to-day, putting pen to page, being with ourselves. This is as good as it gets, and it is quite profound and quite beautiful when we write, when we create from the depth of that daily practice. When I talk about cultivation, when I use the word cultivation, it is literally a growing of ourselves, of our practice. It is a growing of our world as a writer. And so in this video, I want to just give 5 kind of tips on how we cultivate our practice daily and some of the things we need to be on the lookout for, some pitfalls perhaps, and also ways that we can keep ourselves moving forward. So here they are. 1. Whether you write well or you write terribly doesn't matter. It's writing. You are writing. That is, if you're writing, you're writing. Doesn't matter if you think it's good or bad. The process is the destination, and by writing you are achieving, or you are realizing your desire, your goal, which is, again, perhaps this ideal of writing. But you can't get to the ideal unless you are writing daily. The second thing, number 2, is to please understand this, that the treasure, the abundance that you seek requires no time. You are instantly there when you write. It's not an arduous journey. There's no more education required. There's no special knowledge that you need. There's no intensive study that you have to continue to do. You have all the talent you need. You have everything already with you. You just have to acknowledge that you have already in your possession everything that you need to write. All you need is this devotion, is to be devout, and the willingness to show up and to put the work in daily and to cultivate your practice. And this will reveal to you the path of writing. The path is revealed by walking it. It's as simple as that. And whether, despite your doubts or fatigue or responsibilities, you fulfill your obligation to yourself to create. And this desire that you have to express yourself through words, through stories, through language. You don't have to figure out any more about what you want to write, how you're going to write, how others wrote. You just write, and that you will figure out everything along the way. 3, you can write feeling the pleasure of writing in your body. Maybe this is a strange idea to you, and you might think about writing as being of the mind or your intellect. But writing is of the body, and you body forth the stories, the images in you. They're housed in you. They're somewhere. You go find them in you. You feel them, you sense them. They're a memory. They're an experience. Even things that you completely imagine, the lives and worlds that you might completely imagine, you must sense somewhere in your body, in your head, in your chest, in your guts, in order to articulate them. Writing is also beyond the body. It is the subconscious. It is the realm of spirit, of the divine. It is the divine writing through you. Beyond showing up, the practice is then to be available to spirit writing through you. Writing isn't about doing, but listening. So listen, you get out of your way, get out of your critical mind. Your analytical mind is only an obstruction to creativity. You are invoking a vaster intelligence when you write, and this is the realm where magic happens. 4, trust the path. Trust the process. The path, the process is the path. Trust that showing up every day and writing, just doing a little bit of writing every day, will carry you to your desire, to your goal, that it is bringing you sometimes incrementally and sometimes very quickly to your destination. The work of writing shapes you, and it shapes your future, and it also calls your future, your desire, your heaven to you. Your action actually creates the future that you want to see. So by writing, you are creating yourself, your writer, your writing life in the future. 5, believe in yourself. Believe in yourself despite your mind saying, I'm no good, I can't do this. Believe you are creative abundance and live it. Live as if you are. Your life is going to change just by taking this one simple, powerful action. It doesn't matter what the world tells you. It doesn't matter what others tell you. It doesn't matter what the voice in your head tells you. Right. That is your mission. That is your task. Don't listen to anything outside. You have to believe it. You have to believe in yourself. Who is going to believe in you if you don't? You need to do it. Show up at the page, and even though the voice is screaming, I can't, this isn't good, write anyway. Write anyway. Write anyway. And don't waste another day. Stop deliberating. If you're not getting to the page, it's probably because you're thinking so much about, you're just deliberating about, is it going to be good? What am I going to write about? What do I have to say? Don't waste another moment. Sit at the page and start writing anything. You are going to discover everything by doing it. You will discover this in a very short time. The path, the way to heaven is heaven itself. So start writing right now. And in fact, let's write right now. So today's prompt I thought might be, what is saving your life now? What is saving your life now? From making bread to gardening, or maybe caring for a loved one, or cooking a meal, taking a walk, meditating, making love, writing, painting. Your body practices ground you in the sensory pleasures of being alive. Your daily work is changing your life. It is creating your life. Matthew Kelly wrote, we become what we celebrate. And Annie Dillard wrote, how we spend our days is how we spend our lives. And then, of course, there's the quote that I opened with, that the path the way to heaven is heaven itself. So create that for yourself. Create that heaven. Create the writing life that you want. Create it now. Do it today. Let it start saving your life. That idea of your idyllic life as a writer, let that be the reality today. So the prompt, what is saving your life? Maybe it's writing, maybe it's cooking, maybe it's walking or meditating, as I mentioned, but what is it for you? Where are you finding joy and delight and salvation? And what pleasure are you embodying forth? And of course, all of this is to remind you that devotion to what we are devoted to is what our life looks like, that the choices we make, that where we put our attention is what manifests in front of us in our lives. So if you want to write, if you have that desire to write, then put it in front of you. Give attention to writing, to bringing forth out of you that which is in you. Spend a little time each day. That's all it takes. It doesn't have to be anything more grand than this. It is actually a very simple, a very humble process, creating art, writing. It's very simple, very humble. It's done incrementally, day by day, day after day, one word, one sentence at a time. Just begin. I hope you write deeply today. I know that if you do write, you will write beautifully, because beautiful is what you are. Believe it. Blessings.